So, good afternoon, everyone. We will continue the discussion of Gordon Allport theory. So, first is the theory of motivation. Allport believed that a useful theory of personality rests on the assumption that people not only react to their environment but also shape their environment and choose to react to them. So, consist nga anya kan di Allport na ang mga tao dili lahira nagre-react ka aton environment. In fact, we are trying to control their environment. So let's say example, gin papasonan no sa nga tawo or an mga hayop naman. Pag gimpapason an hira, an ira himon magre-react kira like example, it ayam magpapantira, and misay naman is mag-lay down hira, damot ira responses. Pero pag itawad ging papasuan mapatan aircon, bagat mag-a-adjust siya mismo. An iya ga-adjust an environment. Bagat sa ganito. So, an example an mga hayop is reactive behavior. Reactive behavior is hiya kay bagat nag-react la hiya kung anong ginhiman environment. Ang pagpalitan aircon is proactive behavior. Kung baga gin-control or gin-act-upan hiya han environment para magkamay-ada hiyahin, change it iya kalugarhingon. So, ang reactive behavior, psychodynamic perspective assumes that people just want to maintain a homeostasis and no room for growth. So, ang reactive behavior, kumbaga, na childhood trauma ako, bagat mag difference mechanism ako. That's it. So, kuha naman, its proactive behavior is, it must view people as consciously acting on their environment in manner that permits growth toward psychological health. So, ang proactive behavior, uh, so this almost same Roger theories naman patikhan, mas slow theory. So, sige, may dako trauma na di rin ako atak self-concept, yung ideal self. So I will confront this. But igkukuan ko na kalugarin nga para mabaruan kung ano may hawak kalugarin mo sa ito. Naging proactive behavior, yeah. So, the mature person, however, is not motivated merely to seek pleasure and reduce pain, but acquire new system to motivation that are functionally independent their original motives. So next is the functional autonomy. So the concept of functional autonomy holds that some, but not all, human motives are functionally independent from the original motive responsible for the behavior. In other words, if hoarding money is the functional autonomous motive, then the miser behavior is not uh, traceable to childhood experiences with toilet training or with rewards and punishment. Rather, the miser simply like money, and this is the only explanation necessary. Rather, the miser simply like money, and this is the only explanation necessary. So, di ba ang iba nga mga tawo na-obsess sa kwarta? Originally, ang kwarta gigagamit naton our needs. Pero, eventually, pa kuha naton ang kwarta naging functional autonomy motive siya kay ibig sabihin danay diri na kita nakuwahing kwarta kay once nga nakuha na naton na kailangan sample nakakaon kita hintama hino sa kaadlaw or nakakaon kita aga udto gabi bagat diri na naton kailangan mag-holding kwarta pero kay times di ba nga nasanay na aton lawas or something naging functional autonomous yung motivation in collecting money. Eventually, karuyag na naton kumita or magkamaada trabaho or magkamaada extra income. Siguran usa nga psychologist o psychoanalyst, iyayayak nun banginti kang pagka-childhood na sobra hiya ka-toilet trainer o diri hiya gintatag kwarta as siya nga na-trauma hiya. Karuyag niya nga mag-boarding kwarta pero yayak na nila ni Alpert na itmayakan nito ni Alpert masi nga diri karuyag lang niya tong kwarta patsagalit. Actually ito explanation ni Alpert. So, naging functional autonomy hiya, in short, waray kinalaman ang childhood experience ha present behavior naton. So, asyaan yakan ni Alport. So, next is the functional autonomy. Admitting that some motivations are unconscious, the other are the result of drive reduction. Alport contended that because some behavior is a functionally autonomous, theories of an unchanging motive are inadequate. Alport in 1961 defined functional autonomy as any acquired system of motivation in which the retention involved are not of the same kind of the antecedent tension from which the acquired system developed. So, di ba ang iba nga tawo na-obsess sa kwarta? Ah, Originally, ang kwarta gagamit naton our needs. Pero, eventually, pagkuhan naton ng kwarta, naging functional autonomy motive siya kay. Ibig sabihin, danay diri na kita nakuha kwarta kay once nga nakuha na naton, nat kailangan, sample nakakaon kita hintamahin sa kaadlaw, nakakaon kita sa kaadlaw, bagat nakakaon kita aga udto gabi. Bagat dili na naton kailangan mag-hoarding kwarta pero kay times di ba nga nasanayan aton lawas or something naging functional autonomous yung motivation in collecting money. Bagat eventually karuyag na naton kumita or magkamaada trabaho or magkamaada hin money income. Sige, siguro ano sa nga psychoanalysis iyayang nung bagat tikang pagka-childhood na sobrahiya ka toilet trainer di rin na tatagan kwarta siya nga na true mahiya pero karuyag niya nga mag-hoardin kwarta pero itiyayak no na itong ni Alfred diri kuan karuyag lang niya itong kwarta so ito siya lang itong explanation ni Alfred nga so naging functional autonomy hiya in short waray kinalaman ang childhood experience sa present behavior naton asyaan amon yakan ni Alfred. So, Madia, for example, a person may originally plant a garden to satisfy a hunger drive, but eventually become interested in gardening for its own sake. Why are they doing it? Kay pasag de lahira. Sige, pasag de lahira. So next is the levels of functional autonomy. Perseverative functional autonomy. We do things that previously have a psychological effect on us but eventually we just do it from fun or nakasanayan na lang. Example, alcoholics continue to drink although their current motivation is functionally independent from their original motives. Next is the appropriate functional autonomy. Refers to those self-sustaining motives that are related to proprium. I took the teaching job to found my graduate school, but eventually I become a fashion about it is then it become a very important part of my life. So next is the criterion for functional autonomy. So in general, a person motive is functional autonomous to the extent that seeks new goals, meaning that the behavior will continue even as the motivation for it changes. So, functional autonomy usang nga behavior kapag diri na ang original motives. Iba na, bagat iba na ang goals, iba na ang motives, pero ang behavior ato lagi hapiya. Like example, hadi, a child first learning to walk and motivated by some maternal drive, but later he may walk to increase mobility or to build self-confidence. So next is the processes that are not functionally autonomous. First is the biological drives such as eating, breathing, and sleeping. For example, a biological drive like yung eating, exhaustion, diri ito functional autonomous. Second is the motive directly linked to the reduction of basic drive. Like example, pag exape man sexual partner, pag exape hin mga foods, pag safe in shelter, diri ito functional autonomous. Third is the reflex action such as eye blink. Kuan, like sample reflect action, di ba, and reflect action, waray naman motivation kay kumbaga, kukuanon mo an mismo nga adto ha, ubusan mismo, maluyhay ya mag-usaan. Diri naman ibig sabihin na autonomous ito. So, diri talaga ya functional autonomous. Fourth is the constitutional equipment, namely physical intelligence, and temperament. Bagat nag-iiba ito hira. Nag-iiba-iba it ira motives. Damot ira functional autonomous. Fifth is the habit in the process in being formed. May mga habit nga diri pa bagat may dakita mga habits na unti-unti hiya. For example, smoking. Pag diri pa hiya naging habit naton, naton ang smoking, diri pa hiya functional autonomous. Pero pag naging habit na hiya, magiging perseverative na hiya. The six is the patterns of behavior that require primary reinforcements. Ang ibig sabihin nini is, may mga behavior kasi kita nga kailangan i-trigger. Like, for example, ang pag-work, kay may the primary reinforcement which is ang kwarta. Nagsisoldo. So, diri iti functionally autonomous. Kung may the need, may primary reinforcement. Pero, for example, ang pagtatrabaho, pag nag enjoy ka, haim trabaho nga, bagat diri na kailangan hin trigger, primary reinforcement kay magtatrabaho ka lagi hap kay nag-enjoy ka. Functional autonomous na ito. So next is the sublimation that can be tied to childhood sexual desire. For example, an Oedipus complex. For example, an naging asawa or naging type mo is kanamong hanli mo mama. So something like that, diri the functional autonomous kay connected hiya to incest to desire muhang pagkabata. So, diri hiya functional autonomous. The last one is the some neurotic or pathological symptoms. So, ano talaga ang neurotic or pathological? So, an neurotic or pathological symptoms like example, moving aware to people or so something hiya functionally autonomous which is unchildhood. Remember, unfunctionally autonomous is waray hiya source past. Bugat ada hiya present permihan motivation of functional autonomous. So next, the study of the individual. Because psychology has historically dealt with general laws and the characteristic that people have a common, Albert is repeatedly advocated the development and the use of research method that study the individual to balance the predominant normative or group approach. He suggested that psychologists employ method that study the motivational and the stylistic behaviors of one person. So next is the study of the individual. So na-mention nga kanina nga Alport is mas na-focus ha individual. Ang tawag ito is idiographic approach. Pero waray niya gamita ang idiographic kay confusing. Kan iba idiographic kanila maaram na idiographic na very dissimilar na iba-iba talaga ya. So, ang iya gingamit is morphogenic science. Morphogenic science refers to pattern properties of the whole organism and allows for intrapersonal comparison. The pattern or structure of one's personal disposition is important. Amin ni kanina ang akong ginyanyakan nga nagmumorph an extraversion ang usa nga tawo is iba ha extraversion han mga tawo. Kay may dapahiya iba-iba nga mga traits nga nag-i-influence sa introversion niya, like example, Tyrone may be intelligent, introverted, and strong motivated by achievement needs, but the unique manners which is intelligence is related to his introversion Avis achievement needs form, structure, pattern. These individual patterns are the subject matter of morphogenic science. So, iba-iba ang ways. May da iba nga mga tao baltok, pero iba-ibang ways ng kabaltok. May da mga baltok academic, pero may dagyap baltok hirap, pero hubiya naman, bagat sa ganito. Oo, like, example, may lang kilala nga magbugto. Ah, para sira mga baltok, tas an usa maaram makarit sumayaw, an usa naman is makarit mag-drawing, pero pag abot hayra balay, dili nagagamit naman. Baltokera, oo, baltokera, pero pag abot at balay, kuan, baka dili na nagagamit ng mga certain example. Next is the how to do morphogenic science. So example of wholly morphogenic, first person methods are verbatim recordings, interviews, dreams, confessions, diaries, letters, some questionnaires, expressive documents, projective documents, literary works, art forms, automatic writings, doodles, handshakes, voice patterns, body gestures, handwriting, and autobiographies. So when Alport met Hans Eysenck, the famous British factor analyst, page 394, and believer in pneumatic science, he told Eysenck that one day he would write his autobiography. Eventually, Eysenck in 1997 did indeed publish in the autobiography in which he admitted that Alport was right and the morphogenic methods such as one description of one's own life and work can be validity. So next is the critic of Alport. He never intended his theory to be completely new or comprehensive, but rather he was eclectic, carefully borrowing from older theories and recognizing that his detractors could have important things to say. So the parsimony and consistency is high, very high ka, logical and iya by step han iya procedure. And guide to action naman is moderate. Moderate kay and studying the individual is very useful in assessing person. Next naman is the organization of data. Moderate kay both normal and abnormal. Although mas nag-focus siya normal. And falsifiability naman is low. Bait lohiya kay ang mga nauna iya is mababa. Then ang falsifiability so adtuan iya base so lohiya. And generated research naman is moderate. Moderate hiya kay ang iba is assessing procedure nagtikang kan Alport so amay. So the last one is the concept of humanity. So first is the optimistic. So optimistic, although may limited freedom lahiya, some people are more capable than others. Bagat ginya kaniya ha theory na iba ng mga tao na istakiraha unconscious motives. So therefore, diri hira free. And then may daman na diri hira na stuck. So most likely na i-expand hira na ira consciousness. So is a teleological because conscious behavior amo it pagkukwantat kalagaringon an aton goals sa aton kinabuhi bugat kun anot aton goals sa aton life. So moderate emphasizes on social influence, of course the individual differences over the similarity. That's all. Thank you.